research quiz. And today we're going to be doing something slightly different, but definitely very interesting. Yeah. So today I'll be giving you different research situations, different research objectives, questions, and you will pick the correct answer and put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What you think is the correct answer, put it in the chat. After which I'll tell you the correct answer. Are we ready? Are we ready? Now let's get into it. We have about 10 questions and we'll be here for about 30 minutes or thereabouts. We're going to be here for 30 minutes. Sorry. So there was a glitch, but thank God we're back. So I'm going to give you I will be giving you different research questions. I mean different things, different research situations, and you pick the right answer and drop it in the chat. So welcome everyone. If you're an undergraduate, put it in the chat box. A postgraduate, put it in the chat box. I would like to know whether you're a student and what program you're currently running. And we also like to know where you're watching from. Welcome once again, and let's us get right into the video. The first question is this: which of the following best describes a research problem? Which of the following best describes a research problem? Number A, a topic that sounds interesting. B, a situation, issue, gap, or concern that requires a systematic investigation. C, a question you ask your supervisor. D, a subject you want to talk about. Welcome, I can see you. Welcome, thank you for joining. So, which of the following best describes a research problem? A topic that sounds interesting. B, a situation, issue, gap, or concern that requires systematic investigation. C, a question you ask your supervisor. D, a subject you want to talk about. What is your answer? Is it a topic that sounds interesting? Definitely not. Is it a situation? Is it a question you ask your supervisor? No, that is not a research problem. Is it a subject you want to talk about? No. The correct answer to that is B, option B. A research problem is a situation, issue, gap, or concern that requires systematic investigation. What is a research problem in simple term? Before you can do a research, you have noticed a problem, and now that you have noticed the problem, okay, now that you have noticed the problem, you want to address that problem. That's what you do in a research. So in a research, you either answer a question or solve a problem or find out something. Those are the major things that you do in a research. So the correct answer to that is B. A research problem is a situation, issue, gap, or concern that requires systematic investigation. You're welcome once again. So now let's go to the next question. Please, your question you can put it in the chat box. You can put it in the comment section. Question 2. Which of these, let's make this a little bit interesting now. Which of these is most clearly a research topic rather than a research problem? Listen very carefully. Which one is a research problem, not a research problem? Sorry, which one is a research topic, not a research problem? A, the decline in reading habits among university students. The decline in reading habits among university students. Is that a research topic? B, difficulties experienced by first generation university students. Is that a topic? C, social media use among university students. D, low participation in online learning among postgraduate students. Which one do you think is a research problem? Someone is saying that he cannot understand. So please let me know what is it. What is it? Sorry, that you cannot understand. You can put it. What is it that you cannot understand? Put it. And I will try as much as possible to explain. But feel free to put that in the comment section. What it is that you cannot understand? Put in the comment section. So now the answer to that is C. The correct answer to that is C. So the decline in reading habits among university students, that's not the research topic. Difficulties experienced by federation, no, that's not the research topic. Low participation in online learning among postgraduate students, that's not the research topic. The research topic is social media use. I don't know why this live chat is going off and on. I don't know why it's going off and on. But we will continue regardless. We will continue regardless. The next question here is, yes, I said that C, social media use among university students. That's the one that sounds like a research problem. Although that is not yet a researchable topic, but it's when it is when the context is there, when you put the context, when you make sure that it is more specific, of course, it becomes a research question, a research topic. Sorry. Now let's go to the next question. Which is a research problem? Which of these is a research problem? Which of these is a starting point of a research problem? A, I like studying university students. A, I like studying university students. Is that a research problem? B, university students. Is that a research problem? C, despite the increasing availability of online learning resources, some postgraduate students continue to experience difficulties in accessing and effectively using these resources. D, online learning is interesting. Which one do you think is a research problem? Remember that when you are doing a research problem, when you are telling us a research problem, you are saying what exactly that you have seen that is a problem that you want to solve. So the correct answer to that is C. Despite the increasing availability of online learning, that means that even though there are resources, some postgraduate students continue to experience difficulties. Those difficulties that they experience is the problem that you have seen. Those are, that's correct answer to that. Then let's go to question 4. Question 4. Let me make this a bit tricky. Many students, listen to this. A researcher writes this. Many students are not serious about their studies because they spend too much time on their phones. Many students are not serious about their studies because they spend too much time on their phones. Now, what is the biggest concern with this statement? What is the biggest concern with this statement? Is that a good research problem? Many students are not serious with their studies because they spend too much time on their phone. Is that a correct research problem? Now, what's the problem with this research problem? A, it mentions students. Is that the problem? B, it is too short. C, it makes an assumption or claim that needs evidence. D, it mentions phones. That it mentions phones. Which one is why is the problem? Why is that research problem not correct? Why is not good enough? All right. So the answer to that is what? Is C. It makes an assumption that needs evidence. Because it's not because it's short, no. It's not because it mentions students, no. It's also not because it mentions phones, no. Please, something just came to mind now, and I wish to talk about it. Please, if you're here and there is something you want us to talk about, there is a topic you want us to talk about, or do quiz on, kindly let me know. You can drop it in the chat box. I'll be watching it. I'll be seeing it. So if there is anything that you want us to talk about, or if there's any way you want us to improve this YouTube live, then please, I would appreciate if you put it in the live chat. Now, in the comment section, when we record it, the moment it goes live, the moment it is recorded after this live stream, people can still see it. So we are free to put it in the comment section. Now let's go to the next one. So the answer to that is that it makes an assumption or claims that need evidence. Because when it comes to academic rights, you cannot just make claim. No, you cannot just say, "Oh, students are not serious about their studies," or "Casa is killing everybody," or you cannot just make a claim like that. It has to be backed up by facts. It has to be backed up by evidences. Now let's go to the next one. Question 5. this is the third time you're having a glitch, and if it happens again, then we may have to stop this live. All right. So the next question is question 5. After this question 5, we have to just stop because it's the glitch is just getting much, and we'll start all over again. So okay, now let's move to the from the research problem to research question. Imagine your research problems concern the challenges postgraduate students experience when using online platforms. What research question best match that problem? A. What's online learning? B. Why do I like online learning? C. What challenges do postgraduate students experience when using online learning platforms? D. Are postgraduate students intelligent? Correct answer is C. Because what's online learning? Why do I like online learning? That's not a research question. Are postgraduate students intelligent? That's not a research question. The correct research question here is what challenges do postgraduate students experience when using online learning platforms? Please, I would like to post something. Okay, so let's continue. Now let's continue. I would like to stop here because I noticed that there is a glitch. I can see 1 minute 39 seconds here, and we have been here for quite like for about 10 minutes. So there's a glitch somewhere. I don't know if this is recording. I don't know if you can hear me. So please, if you can hear me, drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the live chat if you can hear me, so that I will know if whether or not to continue. Okay, so it seems nobody can hear me. So let's stop this live chat. I'll start over again.